Red Sonia, welcome to Comic-Con. How y'all doing so far?
Very well, thank you.
Yeah.
Highly caffeinated.
Same. Caffeine and Adderall. Neither of them are, I say. It's a prescription. First time at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Everybody else has been before? Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance to see anything yet?
Not yet, but we were at the convention center and I got to see a little bit.
Yeah.
And but when I landed yesterday at the airport, there was already like some vibe, and it's amazing to see.
So when you guys who have been here before are bringing Red Sonia to Comic-Con, what is like the piece of advice that you give, or the thing you say to look out for when you show up to an event like this?
To other actors or to people who
to a first timer?
Oh yeah, arrive at the airport disguised.
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
Did you have that? Yeah. I got into San Diego airport and there was about 15 autograph hunters, and because in America it's mad because baggage claim is just any old schmo can walk in off the road into the baggage claim area. In Europe it's more civilized. That's back in the terminal. Do you know what I mean? Anyone can come in and rob your luggage. So they were all just there, and I was just waiting for the carousel to switch on. Going, yeah, I'll sign that. Yeah, signed about 150 Funko Pop screens.
Make sure you got to say, who am I making this out to? So you know that, hey, this one for really somebody who deserves it. Yeah.
And also, actually, on that, another tip when you're flying back to. And also another tip when you're flying back from a Comic-Con to LA, also do the same, because I flew in from South by Southwest once from Austin, Texas, and they were there in LA as well, so both ends.
They just know where you're going to be.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, well, it's very exciting to see you guys together for Red Sonia. You guys wrapped, we were just talking before the camera started rolling. This is a project you wrapped 3 years ago? Yeah. Is this the first time everybody's together? Yeah. Since then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes,
as a group.
So. Yeah, I think so.
We've seen each other individually, I think, but not together.
Wow, well, welcome back together. This is very exciting. Well, this is very cool. Is there a group chat? Have you guys kept in touch the whole time?
Yeah. Here and there, you know.
Yeah, that's cool that you got to do this experience together, making a movie like this, which is, I mean, like when Roy Thomas created this character in the 70s, it's a character that stood out. It was very unique at the time. And I feel like now in a world where comic book movies are so prominent, you guys are making something that is going to stand out and be unique again, the same way they did back then when they created this character. What would you say is the most unique thing about Red Sonia? The movie that we have this time.
Movie.
Yeah.
Well, the fact that there's a lot of fun, the stunts and the combats and.
You did a backflip and you're shooting. Well, first of all, why is that? Can't you just jump? No.
She's a badass.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I was the one who got the least to hang out with everybody because I was constantly doing something all day long.
Very true.
And I would come back from set and I was in the gym training. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to do that part. But I also what I really love about the film is that there's a lot of humanity.
Yeah.
And a heart. And I love that. Even the way that evil and good is portrayed. It's not it's hard to explain in English for me, but the fact that evil is not seen as just evil, but there's something that comes with it, and if something went a different road, it could have been a completely different thing. I don't know if I'm explaining life.
Yeah. My favorite thing about, especially comic book movie villains and comic book villains, is when you can understand the villain. If you don't agree with them, you understand them. So when you're playing the bad guys, how did you find the way into kind of making sure you believed in their actions when you're performing them?
Yeah.
Thanks, Robbie. I actually think, having played a few villains in my time, I actually think that that's almost the secret sauce to playing a villain. I think, you have to see and believe in the good in them, or at least see it from their perspective to really believe in your work and your actions and what you're doing, because, no one necessarily is born, the bad guy or wants to be the bad guy. It's you choose. You make choices based on, you believing that that's the right thing to do. So for me personally, when I'm creating a villain character, I like to, really try and get the audience on side by finding really understanding, I think, their beliefs and the root of them and maybe why they're like that or their origin story.
Yeah, my perfect example is always like Thanos. Like, yeah, I don't agree with his tactics, but I understand what he's doing. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What was he doing?
Oh, he was trying to wipe out half of the existence of the world so there would be more resources for the people left.
Oh,
which is kind of something we might be,
Let's start here at San Diego Comic-Con. Right, everyone now have to pull you're
not supposed to be in character right now.
Yeah, if you get red, you get to live. If you get blue, sorry. But I like taking the character for a walk, long walks. I did a lot of that in the prep for playing Dragan. He's kind of just sort of, whatever in character feels like, and at first it can feel quite uncomfortable. I have to get beyond a sense of discomfort when I'm sort of trying to find out who a new character is, and giving them a lot of permission to just sort of say or think or or sound or walk in any way, until you sort of kind of like firing poop at the wall until something sticks, and it feels good. And then asking them a lot of questions about themselves. And with Dragan, I think it came down to a sense of he's still a child who feels very much abandoned. He feels like he was betrayed by the ones who were supposed to be looking after him. And I think he thinks that he will gain a sense of peace and wholeness inside of himself once he has the whole world taken over and is under his control. And that's. So it comes back to inner trauma, really. And I think most leaders in the world are like that. Or else why are they doing what they're doing?
Either go to therapy or take over the world.
So if you think at home you want to go into politics and become a leader, you have a mental illness. Sit at home because you're not the one who should be leading us.
Just go sit on a couch like this and get to know yourself instead.
Older societies used to pick their leaders out of a hat for that reason. Anyway.
And Martyn, I got to hear, man. Like, it sounds like the physicality kind of helps you find the character bit. You said you take a walk with it. I feel like for you, physicality. I mean, come on, we look at you and it's like, bro, it's got to be part of the role. But this time, I mean, the costume, the prosthetic, does that change your way into the character when you're doing these action roles?
Yeah, absolutely, massively. I feel it's almost like a cheat code, in all honesty, because when you come to the end of the makeup and you look at yourself, you don't have to search too far to find the character. It's sort of screaming at you in your face. I think the hardest part of playing a character like that is to actually underplay the character itself. Because the more you try to make this character scary, the more cartoony it becomes and the less intimidating it actually becomes. So the more you can take out of it and just allow him to be in himself. I feel that's kind of the secret to character acting, especially when you're trying to portray something that's larger than life and has so much going on. And this role was incredible for me because it kind of came at the right time. It was a character that had very much meaning and carried his own within the film. And it set me up for later roles that I've done the past couple of years. And I definitely took something from Karlak into the other projects that I've done with costume, because it's kind of an art within itself.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to see what y'all did with it. I'm very excited to see Red Sonia. I know you guys got a packed day at Comic-Con, so I'm going to let you get back to it. Thank you for stopping by the THS studio. Everybody stay tuned to that hashtag show. I'm BD. I'll see you in the next video.